Welcome back to Stories for Shabbos. Today is Thanksgiving. So, we're going to tell a story about saying thank you and showing gratitude. This is a story about a great rabbi and Rosh Yeshiva. His name is Rav Yisrael Gustman, and he was born in Vilna, in Europe, before the Second World War, before the Holocaust, and thankfully, Baruch Hashem, he survived the Holocaust and then moved to New York and eventually moved to Israel. And he was a Rosh Yeshiva of a yeshiva called Netzach Yisrael in a neighborhood called Rechavia in Yerushalayim. Anyway, his students, as Talmidim, noticed that Rav Gustman, who was a very well-known Rosh Yeshiva for the wonderful shiurim that he gave and many svarim that he wrote, that he had a little garden next to the yeshiva that he would water every day. You've heard this story before. And they thought it was kind of odd, or a little interesting at least, that a great Rosh Yeshiva, who was learning all day and teaching and giving shiurim and writing svarim, also made sure to take time every day to water his plants. It's a nice thing to do, but just a little bit unusual for a Rosh Yeshiva. So one day his Talmidim asked him, Rebbe, Rosh Yeshiva, why is it that we see you every day going outside your office to water the plants? So, Abi, and he said to them, let me tell you a story. This is our favorite kind of story because it's a story within a story. So he said, when I was a young man living in Vilna, there was a great Rav whose name was Rav Chaim Ozer Grodzinski. And one day, he took a walk with me in the forest. And as we were walking, talking about Torah and discussing the Gemara or a halacha, he started pointing out to me, this berry is poisonous. Don't eat that. This berry is very healthy. You can eat that. And I was kind of wondering, why is he showing me different types of berries? I didn't ask him any questions about berries. I eat food in my house. Why is he giving me lessons about which berries are healthy? But whatever. When your Rebbe teaches you something, you just listen and learn. And then a few years later, during the Holocaust, when I was in hiding in a forest and I had nothing to eat, guess what I survived by eating? Berries. And guess how I knew which berries to eat? Because my Rebbe had taught me which berries are safe and which berries are dangerous. He must have somehow known or predicted or understood that this was information that I needed to know to survive, to save my life. Anyway, he says, I was only able to survive the war, survive living in the forest for I don't know how long it was, weeks, months, maybe even years, because I ate berries and because I ate plants. So for the rest of my life, I've had so much hakaras hatov, so much gratitude, so much appreciation for plants because they saved my life. I didn't have a supermarket that I could just go to and buy food. I didn't have meat and cheese and bread. The only thing I had were the things that I found in the forest. Plants, little fruits, and little berries. So I decided, even though now I live in Israel, so it's different plants, it's a different forest. Obviously, plants don't exactly have feelings, so it's not like I need to say thank you to them. But my way of expressing gratitude and my appreciation to Hashem and even to these plants is by taking care of plants and showing them that I will never take it for granted and I will never forget. I will always appreciate the gifts of those berries that kept me alive. Now, if Rav Gustman was showing so much thanks and gratitude to little berries and to plants, how much more so is it important for all of us to make sure that when somebody does something nice for us, or when we realize that there's somebody who helped us, maybe somebody in our family, maybe it's a teacher, maybe it's a friend, that we have to show even more gratitude and appreciation to them than Rav Gustman did to his plants. If a great Rosh Yeshiva took time every single day to water plants as a way of saying thank you, we got to make sure to take time every single day to say and to show our thanks to other people as well. So happy Thanksgiving. And more importantly, good Shabbos, everyone.
Good Shabbos.